Well, the day has finally come, and this old 1988 Mercury 50 horse is coming off. We're going to be putting on a 2005 Mercury 50 horse to replace it. If you've been watching the channel, you'd see in the last episode I kind of explained what happened, but this bad boy caught fire, melted up a bunch of cables and wires, and basically heated up the choke solenoid and blew it apart. So, it's getting replaced, wasn't worth fixing, and we're going to go from there. And you guys will get to watch the procedure here. So here's the old one. We're going to have to disconnect throttle cables here. We're going to have to take this steering column out and reuse it. And this nut here. And then all your power and everything runs into, sorry for the lighting, into a connection right here. Probably can't see it. That unplugs and plugs into the new motor. And then we got to take out, there's 4 bolts just like this, 2 on each side, 1 high, 1 low, and we should be able to lift this bad boy off. Usually you'd have to do it with manpower, but we're going to be doing it with forklift power here. Now we're just trying to get the power disconnected, and we should be able to run the bolts out and lift her off. Well, we got the old one off. We are prepping the new one, and got the back edge cleaned up, and we were able to remove the oiler from the boat because this new one has a built-in oil tank, so that's awesome. New motor's on, and just hanging off the back. Everything's greased up. Now we just got to bolt her in with some silicone, and then we can start hooking everything up. All right, this is, we have power. We are going to hope that this thing turns over. Hopefully we did everything right. Yeah, back up, might blow up. Ready? Oh yeah, starter works. Sweet. Beer and celebration. All right, as you can hear, we got her fired up. All right, now it's time for the water test. We literally just put the engine on 20 minutes ago, and we're gonna see what she can do. Let's go. Well, that about does it for the install of the newer Mercury 50 horse motor on the back of the boat. It wasn't the most exciting thing in the world, and I gotta be honest, it was a little trickier than I was anticipating. You know, you learn a lot about an outboard motor when you gotta actually install one. So now that I know that, in the future when something breaks down, I have a good idea what's gonna break and how I can possibly fix it in the future. During our test drive, however, we found out that this motor is not only quieter, it's smoother, and it's also faster. We picked up 3 miles per hour just switching motors, even though this motor is about 20 to 25 pounds heavier than the old one. I also want to give a personal shout out to a couple people and a couple companies for making all this happen. Anthony's Outdoors is not sponsored by anybody. This is an agenda-free channel. I have no sponsors, nobody paying me to push their products at all. Nothing. Anything that you see us using on this channel is stuff that I have learned to use over the years because it works and it's what I like to use. Nobody's paying me to use their stuff on this channel. With that being said, I'd like to give Blackbird Motors out in Pennsylvania a huge shout out for selling me this quality motor here and being really upfront with me and helping me out with all my questions and hooking me up with some maintenance that they didn't have to do for me. So thank you, Blackbird Motors. I'd also like to personally thank Graham Jones, one of my good friends, and Fast Times Motor Works in Rolling Meadows, Illinois, for helping with the install of this motor. That forklift was huge. And one of my very best friends, Mike Ganera, for helping with the install. He's the guy that helped build the boat deck. He's the one that wired up this whole thing. All the electrical in this boat that you see was wired up by him. So again, big shout out to Mike, Graham, and Blackbird Motors for all their help in making this happen. And to all the subscribers out there that continue to watch through my painful videos, I want to say thank you very much. Your support is greatly appreciated, and hopefully soon we'll be hitting that 1,000 subscriber mark and we can start doing some real fun stuff with the channel. But as always, thanks for watching.